Hello, I hope you are having an amazing day. Don't forget that before watching this video, you should have signed in to MobyMax and completed your MobyMax language lesson for the day, and it should have taken you 15 minutes to do that. If you have done that, then you can keep watching the video, but if you have not completed your MobyMax lesson, then you should pause the video right now and complete that first. So the other day we came up with intriguing first lines. Today we're going to practice using these first lines to create a story. So right now on the screen I have a handout that shows some sentences that my former students used in their writing. Remember that yesterday we also created a class list of intriguing sentences using the ideas that we came up with together. So for today, you can use the list of intriguing sentences from my former students. You can use the list of intriguing first sentences that we came up with together as an entire sixth grade, or you can use an intriguing first sentence from your writer's notebook from the writing ideas section that maybe you didn't share out but you really like. One thing good writers do when they sit down to start writing a story is piece one interesting sentence together and use it as a starting point to see what happens or what they can come up with. So looking at your own ideas and from our class list and from the list from my former students, I want you to pick one intriguing sentence and create a story from it. Remember to keep your pencils moving the entire time and to not worry about being perfect. Just write down whatever comes to mind. Don't worry about punctuation. Don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about if it makes sense. I just want you to write any idea that comes to mind using that first intriguing line as inspiration. So you are going to write for 15 minutes today. And then in class, when that time is up, what we're going to do is get with our writing partners and then share our writing with each other. And then once that is finished, we're going to go back to our seats, and then I have questions to ask that you'll think about and then discuss in your table groups, and then we'll share out as a whole class. So the questions are, was it easy or hard to start writing from the sentence you wrote at the top of your page? And I want you to explain why. And then the second one is, when your partner read their writing to you, how did you show that you are interested? So remember, part of being in the writing community is showing respect. So we're going to reflect on that to think about, are we showing respect? And if not, how can we improve? Another thing that I want you to get from today's lesson is that starting a new piece with a sentence from another story or an earlier piece of writing is a technique that you can use whenever you feel stuck or when you don't know what to write about. Remember, we talked about how writer's block is something that most writers struggle with. So now you have two new methods for starting a piece of writing. You can select an intriguing first line from our class list, the handout I gave you, or from your own notebook. And you can start with a sentence from an earlier piece of writing that you've already done.